Welcome to Trade Pro. This is the release video for the newest Trade Pro trading script, which makes it number 7 of the Trade Pro trading strategies available to the Chart God Patreon members. So if you're not interested in any paid product, then just skip this video. It's no worries. You don't need this to become a profitable trader. You know, these things are much more for saving you time, convenience, and they're just helpful in the process, but you do not need them to become a profitable trader. So another thing I want to announce, apart from the newest trading script, is my new affiliate. And this one is actually very cool, very innovative, and it goes really well with my channel. And yeah, it's just really, really cool. Even though I am a manual trader myself, what Capitalize.ai is doing is very cool. You can use basic common English to code an automated trading strategy. So what they say is, right here, code-free trading automation, easily create, test, and automate trading scenarios using everyday English. So you can say simple things like what it's writing right here. If the Apple 1 hour RSI crosses above 80, buy 1K USD worth of Apple. So just simple stuff like that. Or as you're seeing here, close position at profit of 4% or at trailing stop of 3%. Just simple English to automate a strategy for you if you aren't an expert coder. So really cool thing that they're doing over there. So use my affiliate link down below, and of course I get a commission, a small cut of the trading commissions that the exchange already takes. So it costs you nothing, and it supports me. And it takes a little money that the exchange would have been getting, and it gives it to me. So I appreciate it if you use my link if you're interested in Capitalize.ai. What they're doing is so cool. So anyway, on to the trading script. This one is really simple. It's a Bollinger Band strategy, just using an exponential moving average and the Bollinger Bands. That's it. So very similar to the video I posted recently. And this is definitely the most simple one that we've come out with. And the reason for that is because we are putting our efforts into next month's trading script, which is going to be much more complex. So we just wanted to get this one out with minimal work and start getting on the next one because it's going to take a lot more time and effort to get working well. So this one, I'm just going to go over the basic strategy and all the different features and how I recommend using this newest trading script. I think it can be really helpful and time saving. So the basic strategy is so simple. Essentially, it's going to give you entries when in an uptrend. It will give you a long position if price goes to the lower Bollinger Band. So as you can see right here, we get some long entries because price comes down to the lower Bollinger Band, and then it enters at the close of this red candle right here, the one that touched the lower Bollinger Band, and it enters on that close, which is the open of that next candle. And you can customize the stop loss and the take profit target. You can customize what the exponential moving average is. You can change the settings of the Bollinger Bands themselves. But very, very simple. By far the most simple one we've come out with. So you can see again here, touches, then enters on that closing price of that touch bar. And you'll see it again over here. We get the touch on this one and the entry right here. So yeah, very, very simple, easy to understand with this one, and can be very helpful in getting you alerts for these events. So I would recommend going up to a high time frame and getting those touches on the 2 hour, the 4 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour, daily. You can set up alerts for all of those different time frames. And what I would really recommend doing with it is adding in an additional confirmation with the signal. So this is going to give you an idea that, hey, the market is in a pullback, potentially at a good time to enter into the trend direction. But what I'd recommend is using an additional kind of filter, such as hidden divergence or regular divergence, using a multi-time frame approach. So getting that hidden divergence confirmation and that multi-time frame regular divergence approach can really help take the results to the next level, because this strategy is so simple as it is, that it's just not going to produce insanely good results in the long run. It's just needs a little bit more. It needs some extra filtration for the signals, although it does show profitability over the 416 tested trades. These are default settings as well for it, so I haven't messed around with the risk reward ratio, the stop loss, trailing stop loss, profit target, all that stuff. So I'm sure I could double these results if I played around. Just like with all of the different trading scripts, you play around with the settings, you can double the results from the default. But yeah, that's what I recommend doing. And it doesn't have to be the hidden divergence and regular divergence. You can also do trend lines, support and resistance, things along those lines to assist you in taking proper entries. Another idea I was thinking of was, for instance, like on a trade like this, where you get this entry here, enter 50% of your position here, and then set another buy much lower down so you can get a good average price. So kind of like a dollar cost average approach, something along those lines would be quite effective as well. So let's go into the settings here and go through the different customizable features. So just basic up top here, we have the Bollinger Band length and the source and the multiplier. So you can change these, customize what the Bollinger Bands are doing. So if we change that to 3, the multiplier, you're going to see the bands will widen, and let's see what happens. Probably going to have less entries. We'll see how it affects that profit factor. So yeah, less entries, performs better, higher percent profitable. And this is using a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. So of course the percent profitable isn't going to be extremely high with a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. A couple other things, changing the EMA length. So if you don't want to have the 200, you can change it to anything that you wish. And then some other standard things that are found on all the other trading scripts. We have the possession entry settings where you can have it only do the long entries, only do the short entries, or show both. You can restrict entries to a certain date range or certain days of the week and a time of day that you wish to get the signals. And then RSI filter. So we have this one on a bunch of the other scripts as well. If you only want to enter into positions when the RSI is oversold below 30, or only enter into shorts when the RSI is over 70, then you can do that. You can also do the opposite, where it only does shorts in the oversold and longs in the overbought. Although with this particular strategy, don't think that is going to work out. Most important part here is the stop loss and the take profit. So you can set it based on a bunch of different factors: ATR based, percent based, ATR and percent based, tick based. Right now it's set to 2 times the ATR. So you can change it and choose whatever ATR value you would want the stop loss to be placed at, and see how it changes the results down here. There's also a trailing stop loss option and a move the stop loss to break even at a certain point option. So if we check this and we want it to move the stop loss to break even at 1 times the risk, so meaning 2 times ATR value, it will move the stop loss to break even. We'll see some of these will change to break even. And doesn't seem to make the results better in this particular scenario. Now, also extremely important here, take profit target. And right now it's just set to a risk multiplier, which means 2 times the risk if I have a 2 set here. So a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio is really what that means. If you want to have a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio, you can change it to 3. You want to have a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, change it to 1. And you can see what will happen with the different results. And of course, different ways to do this as well: ATR based, percent based, tick based. Now, a couple other things that we have on the other scripts as well: moving or closing the position early if a price crosses a moving average of your choice, closing the position after a certain number of minutes, closing the position upon reaching the end of the trading session, and then also, of course, the order size settings, which I recommend activating the custom order size settings and setting it to 2% risk of your equity, as that is typically the kind of golden zone of what you want to risk per trade. And going down here, the alert section, so you can set up webhooks if you wish to do trading automation. Although I do recommend manually trading, especially when practicing with something like this, and something this simple. Kind of needs an additional filter if you do want it to produce some really substantial good results. But yeah, get these alerts, and then you have the much less time spent watching the charts, and you know what the trend direction is, you know when prices pulled back, and looking for that discounted entry like I always talk about in my trend following strategy videos. And then just some other stuff, not too important, this trading widget, which shows all this different data about the result of the strategy. So that is pretty much it for this newest script. Super simple one. And next month we'll have a more complex one. So that's why this one was so simple. But anyway, if you're interested in it, check out the Patreon Chart God tier to get access to all 7 of the trading scripts and also the one indicator. Or also, if you just want to learn my personal trading strategy, see the 26-minute video about my personal trading strategy and a 30-minute tips and tricks video. You also get access to that on the Patreon at the same time. And more shameless plugs, check out capitalize.ai if you are interested in automated trading and you aren't an expert coder. So really cool what they're doing over there. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Thank you.